Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Tonight we're going to be going off and preparing and fixing pork sausages, slow smoked pork sausages. I'm going to cut them up and use the panini grill, but I want to make sure they're pre-cooked so I can go off and do some wraps. But I'm also going to do the wraps with some of my sliced turkey and the sausage and some cheese. But first off, gotta go off and grill cook with the press on the sausages. So here we go. I'm gonna end up having to cut down maybe in thirds and slice in the middle. That way they're able to be properly cooked and for the wraps too. Make it easier to wrap. Okay. Got them cutting into thirds. Each one of those was cutting into thirds. And I've got some of them split. Raising the split cooks faster. Cooks almost all the way through. A lot faster, that is. So I've got some of them up like that. I'll lay them flat out on the griddle. Press it down. That way I can get through them faster. Now, they are smoked, means cooked, but for some sausages, you do want to go off and still cook fully to temperature, especially when dealing with pork. So, there you go. Okay, now we're in the process of preheating the panini grill. So I'm going to go ahead and close it down. When that turns green, it'll be ready on both ends, or both sides, top and bottom. Then I can lay those down there, and instead of them going off and being wavered between the two, I generally have them already down and let it heat up with it. But at that point, it's actually going to be kind of causing more grease to be out there. Whereas if I preheat it right, it's going to cook up and hold the grease a little bit better. But still, it's going to be draining off some of it into the drip tray. Alright, it's now 6:48 Central Standard Time. Just put on the first set. It's still showing green, surprisingly, with having it cold and putting stuff down there. That means I actually did a good preheat. Thanks to my mother, I have tongs, so no more hot fingers as much. Anyways, now see, the light went off. That means it finally cooled the plates down enough to where it's not at full heat. It's still power on, but it ain't at the green ready mark. A little bit of asthma sound here. Now, 6:50. Got my plate ready. Paper towels, that way I can go off and soak up any additional, because try to eat as healthy as possible. Looking by the smell and everything, those are actually ready. You see how the edges look like they're tightened up and they're bursting right here? It's ready. Now, I went and pulled one off, and I did a flip just to go off, because even though it's cooking on top and bottom, it's still a situation where, me personally, I want a little bit more grill color on it. So I'm going to go off and arrange it to where I can go off and put that other one back on there and set it down for some more. But it is ready to eat now. Temperature, I can't tell how much the temperature is. It says set on the package, make sure to temp out to 160. A lot of times when I'm cooking, I'm using my smeller and my taste buds. If I can taste it in the air, I'm going to smell it, so vice versa. Once you get that strong taste, you know it's kind of a little bit too far. Alright, 6:54 p.m. It's only been a couple of minutes, and you can see how the changes has, and the grease bubbling out. I tipped it some to go off and make sure to get some to drain off into the cup. I'm going to pull those off, and then I'm going to actually go off and put some of the turkey down. Brain fart. I couldn't put the turkey down yet because I ain't done cooking the sausage yet. Yeah, I could have went up and done it and everything, but at the same time, I'm trying to make sure I get that cooked up, let it cool down to where I can be able to manipulate the wrap a little bit better with it. And I'm still not even completely sure about grilling the turkey, but I'm definitely going to be doing the flour tortillas. They're Mama Lupe's, some American cheese, the sausage, and the turkey. And I'm putting them in the press. It'll help clean the press up a little bit because of the grease that's there, and melt the cheese. That's all right now. May the meat be with you. But while we're waiting on the other, okay, there's some hot fingers for you. Hot finger. The steam coming off of it. Cooked all the way through. And the juices are bursting out of it. Yeah. All right, 7:01. And I didn't even do it twice. Flip on it and everything, or rotate like I normally do. I just left it. You can see where it burned the score in there. They're done. So I'm going to get them pulled off, do a little wipe down, and then start making a wrap. That's a wrap. Okay, 7:03. The sausages are cooked. Now I'm getting ready to do the wipe down, just to make sure it doesn't go off and get on the tortillas too much. You can tell by the paper towel that the spices and the juices are getting soaked up in from the colorization, just from the grease and everything. So that's another reason why drawing it off. Yes, I'd rather have a temperature gauge, but it cooks fast, and you don't want to cook too long into a truck without an open window. Alright, 7:13. I just put on the 2 wraps. I didn't preheat because I had to plug it in and everything, so it's not preheated. But it's got some turkey, sliced of cheese, and one of the sausages, or the thirds in each one. Do. It's heating up. I can feel it. All right, been 2 minutes. Yes, I know I have the tongs. Okay. It's preheated now. So, yummy in my tummy. I got cream cheese. I gotta put it in there as well. Pour some sour cream. A little bit of ketchup, mustard. But yeah. Anyhow, simple. Y'all have a great night. Keep on smiling. May the meat be